How you guys doing? Thank you for joining me on SB252. So a huge football game at 1 o'clock between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings have come in with 8 straight wins on the season, but they just got defeated by the Carolina Panthers 31-24 at the end of the game. And what a game it was, man. It was 14-13 at one point, but the Carolina Panthers were able to pull ahead and get ahead 24-13. Now, that wasn't it. We all thought with a couple minutes left in the game that it was over. But in about the span of 3 minutes at the end of the game, the Vikings were able to make things interesting and get a touchdown and then get a field goal. And they got a field goal because Cam Newton, late in the game, turned the ball over, intercepted by Sendejo. So the Vikings, a lot of teams were watching this game. The Philadelphia Eagles clearly were watching with first seed on the line. The Vikings were at the first seed slot before today. You think about the Falcons and the Saints who just played the other day. They're vying for a playoff spot. They were watching. The Packers, who right now are in overtime against the Browns, they were watching. The Lions as well. So if you're not a Panthers fan or you're a Vikings fan, this game was still clearly important. But Cam Newton came out in the end of the day, ran that 62-yard run at the end of the game to put the icing on the cake. But Jonathan Stewart, the old running back, had a good game today, had over 100 yards, had 3 touchdowns, most notably that about a 60-yard touchdown in the fourth quarter when he just went straight up the middle and ran it for 6. What a run for him. What a game for him. But as far as the Minnesota Vikings are concerned, they have nothing to hang their heads about. They have had one heck of a season. Their defense has been stellar. They've played lights out all day and really all season long. But today, allowed 31 points, but still give them credit. Like I said, they've had a great season. And remember, no Bridgewater all year. Now he's a backup. They had to place their starting quarterback, Sam Bradford, on IR. And they're down to Case Keenum, who's been playing really well this season. Had 2 touchdowns today, but he did throw 2 interceptions, which was very unfortunate for the young man. And also, in the third quarter, we all remember where he was throwing the ball, and the defender came up behind him and knocked the ball loose. Now, it was kind of simultaneous. He was getting rid of the ball at the same time as the defending was knocking it out. Now, the defender knocked it out, but at the same time, the referee said that that was a fumble. That was a questionable call, but I can't get on the referees for that call because that could have went either way. So you got to have understanding for that. And the Carolina Panthers, who had trouble winning big games this year, I was concerned. With a game next week against the Green Bay Packers, and I believe they play the Atlanta Falcons on the final week of the season, they needed this one. They needed a big-time win because it was looking scary for them. They couldn't beat the Saints last week, couldn't beat the Eagles. I was concerned because you can even go 10-6, but there have been teams who couldn't win their big games who have gone 10-6 and missed the dance. So the Panthers, big win. This should help them. And not saying they're going to go in the dance, but this is definitely a confidence thing and also a big-time win for them from a statistical standpoint. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Talk to you guys later.